welcome back to my channel, you guys. It has been a very hot minute since I had been on here. Sorry about that. I've just had some stuff going on, but I'll go ahead and get into that. So if you didn't watch my last video, I am expecting this will be baby number 2, and we are just so excited, and we just can't wait to welcome another little baby into our family. I will go ahead and announce the gender in this video and kind of just give you an update on what's been going on. So I am 21 weeks along as of yesterday. So today's Tuesday, so Monday is my week update. And sorry, I keep watching the monitor because my baby is sleeping. I'll get into that too. And so I am 21 and 1, and my other little guy came at 40 plus 2, so I'm hoping that this one will either come sooner or just right on time. So that's exciting. I will go ahead and insert the gender video here.
Okay, go.
Somebody's coming right there. Is that for your guys? People coming?
You ready? Are we gonna count down? I have you guys count down. You count down. Okay, from 5. Ready?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, it's not. It's supposed to come out the mouth. The longest word of my life. Sorry. Yeah, so much more suspenseful. I haven't done it before, so come look at the pumpkin. Very light color. It's pink! That's
There he is, Cam. There it is, coming out the mouth.
I dumped it out.
Sorry. It's pink! This time we'll double the recipe.
Holy hell, what's wrong?
It is a little girl, and we are just so excited. We are over the moon. I'm super excited to be able to have one of each, just to give Owen a little friend to play with. I think he's going to be the best big brother and have a little sissy, and we're so excited to have one of each. I don't know if I said in my last video, but when I was about 11 weeks along, I had some spotting, and so I went in for an ultrasound. They fit me in, and they actually diagnosed me with, it's called Placenta Previa. Sorry, the weather outside, the sun keeps going in and out behind the clouds, so that's what that is. It's called Placenta Previa. So basically you have your cervix right here, and then your placenta kind of forms on top of it. They diagnosed mine just as marginal, so and when I went in for my 20-week anatomy scan last week, it had totally completely resolved itself, so I don't have to worry about that anymore, and we are so excited that it resolved itself and we don't have to have any more further problems with it. There is a Placenta Previa complete, which is where your cervix and then your placenta, they're actually like touching each other. That could be a little bit more dangerous, but mine was not that bad. Sorry, my dogs. So I will go ahead and give a first trimester update as well. So I think my last video that I put out for you guys, I was 11 weeks along, or 10, almost out of the first trimester, and I actually got super sick. Not super sick, but sicker than I did with Owen. I didn't have any morning sickness with him. I didn't have any nausea, nothing. Like, it was to the textbook dream pregnancy. Although in the beginning with him I was extremely tired, but that's just to be expected. That's just a first trimester symptom. But with little Missy here, I got sick. Not too bad. I also found out really late with her. I didn't find out until I was 8 weeks along with her. I had gone off my birth control in March, and April and May's cycle were just so completely just off of the charts that I could not go off of that at all. So, and then I didn't have a period at all for June or July. So I really actually don't know when we conceived, just because I went those 2 months without having a period. So they estimated my due date is March 7th, which will be the perfect weather, I feel like, you know, going into the warmer weather, and we're just super excited to spend next summer as a family of 4. Woo! I can't believe it, we're gonna have a little girl, and it's just, I've always wanted to have a little girl, and my mom actually knew the results before anybody else did, and she was just dying to tell me. She said that was the hardest secret she's ever had to keep from me, but she said it was well worth it, seeing my reaction and everything. So the only problem is I'm gonna start going through all of the clothes that I have for Owen, because I think I have a lot of gender neutral stuff. The problem is though that they're different opposite seasons. So Owen was the end of September. This one will be beginning of March, end of February-ish. So it'll just start getting warm again. So I just need to make sure that I need to have a little bit of everything. Obviously, I am going to start all over on clothes, just because where this one is a girl. But anyway, I only dry heaved about 3 times maybe, and it was just like early mid-morning. But that was it. Like, that was like the only, and I was super tired. But when you're pregnant and you have a toddler at the same time, it's like a whole different ball game. It's because when I was pregnant with Owen, I could just sleep all day and not have anyone else to worry about or take care of. But when I was pregnant, being pregnant with this one and then having him, it's just, it was different. It was having, oh, I have another life to take care of. I can't just sleep all day all the time. Yeah, so that's that. So that was pretty much the first trimester, and then the second trimester, it's been going pretty good. I feel like I am showing a lot sooner than I did with Owen, because my body already knows how to do it. Pretty much the same thing has been happening with him. I haven't had really anything major. I'm not eating as much. I don't feel like I have that much of an appetite yet, and my face is really extremely bad broken out. I tried to cover it up as much as I could today before filming, but it's pretty gnarly. My pregnancy brain with her has been a lot worse than with Owen, I feel like. She just is like sucking the life out of me, but she's gonna be so worth it, and I am so excited. But anyway, so that's pretty much everything that's going on with the pregnancy. So filming is kind of give or take these days, because my little guy decided that he doesn't want to nap in his crib. So we actually converted to a toddler bed back in July, because he got his leg stuck in between the bars of his crib. And so, and he just kept doing it repeatedly. He wasn't jumping out or anything, but it was just like a matter of like a safety issue. So we actually took the side off of his crib, and then ever since then he has just felt like he hasn't been needed to sleep in his crib. So, and his nap time is usually when I film and everything. So, but today, for the first time since July, today's October something, he's actually asleep in his crib. I'll show you guys here on the monitor. Don't mind him, how he's sleeping. But I just feel like that's such a huge relief. So what he's laying on is like, it's just like a little bumper that goes underneath his sheet instead of having like a crib rail. or like a bed rail. And then when we go camping, he can just use those on his bed too, so they're very portable. And so he likes to use them as a pillow, but when he like adjusts, he'll like move or whatever. But he always falls asleep on it. And then, so he hasn't slept through the night at all since July. So we used to have to start out laying next to him in his room until he fell asleep, and then we'd sneak out. But that would be a really, really, really long process. And so just this last week, we had started just sitting outside of his door until he fell asleep, and that seems to be going really, really well. And then so we're on the second week of that, so this week we're kind of just scooting further back away from his door, just enough to let us know. My dogs just came in, just to let him know that we're still there, but no need for him to like cry or anything because we're still there. So I attempted that. So I attempted that with him today for nap time. I just did the same routine. I just put him in his bed, I tucked him in, and I just sat right outside of his door. And he didn't get up, he didn't cry, he didn't fuss, he just went right to sleep. And I was so amazed because it has literally been months since he's napped in his bed. And so I just feel like it's such a huge relief. And so hopefully if this keeps up, then my family can kind of be picked up a little bit more. But in the next coming videos, I am going to, the further along I get, I'm going to do a name video. Names that we like, we won't necessarily be using. And then once I get further along, what's in my diaper bag, and then like a nest with me, cleaning video series. Probably be a new series, like a nest with me once I get further along and start, hitting my nesting stage. And then just other videos here and there preparing for baby girl. It's a baby girl, you guys. I seriously cried for about half an hour when the foam came out of the pumpkin. Well, obviously, as you've seen, it didn't work out quite the way that they had wanted it to, but it was very exciting nonetheless. And baby girl is just measuring perfectly and right where she should be with how far along I am. And according to my app that I'm using the Ovia app. She is the size of endive lettuce. No, baby bok choy. However big baby bok choy is. So if my son will continue sleeping like this regularly and I can get him to go down good, then I will proceed with the videos. I plan on picking up what's for dinner videos again next week, just to kind of get back on a schedule. And then hopefully if I can fit it in, my one other video a week, so back to my 2 videos a week, starting next week, if he naps like he is today. But he woke up early today, so that might be why. But I will go ahead and show you guys a bump shot. I'll just scoot you back a little bit. So here's my bump. I kind of have a looser shirt on today, so I don't mind the trucks. Boy, mom life. But here's the bump. She's very prominent, and I feel like I was not showing. I showed very late with Owen. I feel like I didn't really show with him until maybe like really phenomenally to like 30 weeks. But they say with your first kid you always show sooner. So, but that's going to be it for this time. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you give that video a big thumbs up. Again, sorry for my absence. I've just been all over the place, but hopefully, like I said, next week I'll pick back up on what's for dinner, and if I can continue getting him to nap like this, then it'll be my other 1 video a week, so back to the 2 videos. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll go ahead and we'll see you next time. Bye.